there's really not a lot to listen to. I'm like, dude, 20 meters looks good. It says all the other bands are closed and there's one person on 10. Interesting. But if I go to the top of here and I just slowly scroll through the band, I just get noise. Almost to the point where I'm like, should I check to see that my antenna is even hooked up? Now, the band scope on this particular radio isn't very useful, so you could very easily tune and pick up a conversation that you don't see on the waterfall. I think we found something. I'm going to say it's probably right there. We'll have to wait patiently. What's that mean? I also turned the preamp off. That might help. But you see, it looks still pretty empty. I heard something for a second, and I would imagine it was right here. But there's nothing popping up now. Well, we do have this. You know, there's not even anybody doing CW. Thought maybe I heard something for a second. So you see there's not a lot going on there. Oh, what was that other band that we need? Not 10, we need 5 megahertz. What in the hell is clicking? Uh-oh. We have a problem. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the damn Vox. I got to turn this thing off. So, this radio is incredibly annoying with some of the functions it has. Let's see if it doesn't automatically do the same thing again. Let me get this off of here. We're gonna turn the scope off, and then once the scope is off, we can turn the Vox off. This Vox is a problem, and although it's set for digital only, and there's no microphone hooked up, I don't know why it just keeps going wacky. Like, I don't know. So, there's probably some people on 40. You know, 40 has always been I'm always been kind of a night owl. In fact, I should have been asleep already by now, but I keep staying up later again. There's just, you know, at 9:30 at night, there's just not a lot to choose from.
Good up in the Great White North.
Oh, it's Wild Bill. The band must be really long.
How cold is it up there? right now. Oh my God, man.
I don't know what his call sign is, but they call him Wild Bill.
I get 33 degrees here, my man. Gee, that's cold to me. Let's go down 2:30 at night.
There's a pretty large group of guys on the East Coast out here. So other than that, I think they're probably the only thing smoking on the band. There's somebody right here somewhere. A couple of mud ducks doing the backstroke in a pond full of crap. Yeah.
On YouTube about the Tuskegee Airmen. Oh yeah, and what they did was quite a feat. You know, well, of course, back in those days, they made the whole squadron was black boys, and you know they took them P-51s. The tails was painted red. And they escorted, I don't know how many, I think it was about 180 trips into Europe, taking care of those B-17s and B-24s. And you know, but I never heard this before, but they never lost a bomber out of those 1,800 sorties that they went. Now, they lost some P-51s, but they didn't lose any bombers. That's something else. What band is it for? 10 meters. 10 meters? Yeah. Oh, no, you don't need no balance. Well, you sure it's a balance, or is it just a connector?
You could get your expert advice right here.
No, it has.
You don't need no damn balance.
Well, it's a T there.
We don't need no stinking balance.
Because that thing's probably about, I don't know, about 10 inches wide, and they have another piece on the top with a hook to hook up to get the damn rope. That's all it is something to put the hook into.
My God, you're gonna get real good advice here.
Have a connector on the other side. Yeah, shoot, if it's 10 meter bazooka, probably the whole thing's only about 16 and a half foot long. It's 8 foot 3 inches on each side. I know it's a halfway dipole, whatever it is. Well, yeah, but Merv, I said 16 and a half feet. What's 8 foot 3 inches and 8 foot 3 inches?
I was gonna say,
16 and 6 inches? Yeah, that's it.
like, damn.
Hey, Bob, see how I figured that out? 16 inches, 16 feet each side, right? No, 8 foot on each side. That is very small. And there's Rose Turd. I hear you okay. It's nothing, not as good as today. Well, no, you know, I got my buddy Jonathan coming up here too. See if he has. Staying up late and calling out, seeing if anybody's around, but so far it's going pretty good.
This is a jammer frequency.
I just worked
So what's funny about this frequency here is guys that get on here and try and have a normal conversation, they could be anywhere else on the band with their general class privileges. I mean, for the most part. You pick the jammer frequency and try and have a normal conversation, and then they bitch and complain when the jammers hear him on there and make stupid remarks. Like, I'm not a rocket scientist, but like if I wasn't trying to get robbed, I wouldn't go in the ghetto and walk around. So if I don't want to get jammed, I wouldn't go onto a jammer's frequency and try and have a normal conversation and bitch and moan about being jammed by jammers. People sit here and listen to this frequency like they do 7200, and they wait for some dipshit that they don't agree with to, you know, cause hate and discontent. But these dumb fucks enjoy the attention. That's why they talk there. The same reason that the people talk on 7200. They enjoy it. They like it. If they didn't like it, they wouldn't talk there.
Now do the work for free. They told me several of them on my truck, and I took it the first couple of times, and after that I quit. I thought I can fix it good as y'all can.
Sure you can.
I don't blame you one bit. Yes, I take it down there and say, okay, it'll be ready in 2 days, and I'm on foot now. I don't have any other way, but they got the truck then, so they want me to walk home. Yep. That's kind of why I won't do it. I don't want the monkeys messing with it. It's doing fun.
There's really rarely anybody that speaks English in the extra part of the band. Like 80 meters has the most worthless extra part of the band. Like I use the extra part of the band a lot on 40 and 20, but 80, so there's nobody down there. Anyway, guys, there is not a lot on the radio at 9:30 at night, which is really kind of telling of the numbers of active ham operators. But boy, a contest starts, and we got all fucking hell for 2 days. And then they go crawl back in their little hole and brag about how many contacts they made. So they basically just a menace to ham radio for 2 days. And then they don't do anything to support the hobby after that. That's just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But there's not that many people that just rag chew on the radio at night anymore. It's just not. Each year is less and yes. There's just not that many people. And the band's good. You can tune to any part of FT8 and see that it's quite active. Oh well, it is what it is, right?